You wanna pray? Pray lang tayo
Yes,
saglit.
please.
Sige.
Sir.
Okay lang, mag-pray tayo. Sige po, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for giving us this moment to talk about things. This may be a small project, a petty project for many, but personally, and then for these two amazing people, this is more than that po. And once again, thank you so much for giving us the time to have a conversation such as this, and hopefully everything that we discuss in this seemingly pet project will tend to break barriers. Hopefully everything that we talk about gives inspiration to some, not really praying for the many, because Lord, malaking trabaho pa po yun. But whatever we discuss and talk about here, may it be known that it is you who will guide us through and through, from the start of this conversation to its end. This is all about you, Lord. This we all ask in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. Yeah, thank you then.
Okay. Let's enjoy this.
Yeah, let's enjoy this. That's the key.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Saikadas. I am Joram, a member of Saikada team. So, this afternoon is a very special afternoon dahil pag-uusapan natin ang isa sa mga very important factor or isang napakalaking or napaka-importanteng bahagi ng industrial and organizational psychology. So ngayon pag-uusapan natin ang learning or training and development activities or program for corporate and organizational setup. Of course, this afternoon makakasama natin ang isang napakagaling na speaker.
No, I'm not.
A very good communicator, entrepreneur, mentor, consultant, podcast host, servant, learner, and optimist. Of course, the co-founder of Smart Speech Learning and Development Center, Sir Jaime Apostol. Good afternoon, sir.
Ay, good afternoon, Sir Joram, and good afternoon, Saikadas. I respectfully disagree. Pero since sabi niya na, okay, that's basically me, like 1% me. But thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you so much. Kami po ang kailangan magpasalamat. But
Okay.
anyway, sir, para din naman maintindihan or mas makilala natin,
Okay.
mga ka-orange, hello mga ka-orange, di ba? So, para mas makilala natin, can you give siguro short story background ng Smart Speech Learning and Development Center?
Yeah, okay. So, by the way, we call the people who are part of Smart Speech as Orange Community. Brainchild din yun ng asawa ko. Just like our brand name, ang Smart Speech Learning and Development Center is a brainchild of my wife, Ma'am Lalaine. And per inspiration, lalim na kagad, no? But I can say that Smart Speech was born because of a couple of heartbreaks, so to speak. I just made it shallow, pero 2018, we were already starting the concept 2 years before the pandemic. Ang Smart Speech is being anchored by its flagship program. I'm sorry, I'm not plugging anything, pero
It's okay, sir. You can plug it.
yung main program namin, it's called Upself Crash Course. It's a crash course mainly focusing on personal development and public speaking.
Oh, nice.
So, by principle, we identified na in order for an individual to communicate properly, kailangan niya munang ma-check and ma-realize that personal development is so important. In fact, personal development, one of our teachings here, personal development only stops pag nag-flight na tayo dyan. I mean, this is a far cry for many people, and it saddens me when I hear people na parang pag nag-graduate na sila ng college, they say out loud, ay, tapos na akong mag-aral, tapos na akong mag-learn. I respectfully disagree. Don't let your schooling dictate your education. Kung iisipin. And most importantly, your learning. At least that's one of our beliefs. Dapat continuous lang ang learning, continuous lang ang development. kung bakit naman orange is generally the color for optimism. So, I know there are people watching and listening to this, parang ang cringe naman, parang ang OA. Yeah, you can say that. We don't mind. Pero it's one of our, in fact, personally, that's my favorite color. If only we can siguro stay optimistic siguro most of the time. It's not bad, of course.
Yes.
To think about negative things, then in fact it helps. Di ba? Pinag-aralan niya to, I think. In our brain, may tinatawag tayong RAS, yung reticular activating system. Its main job is to look for the negative. And nowadays, hindi naman na ganun ka-negative ang paligid. So why not, part of our teachings as well, na parang not really to bypass yung RAS kasi that's impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible
That is
yun.
still important.
Yeah, that's still important. But there's so many things na marami tayong ginagawa araw-araw that are not that scary. Like, basically, trying to talk to somebody.
Yes.
If you go to the big stage, they call it public speaking. In fact, academically, ang tawag dyan is speech delivery.
Yes.
Professionally, ang tawag dyan is public speaking. But in a sense, it's just sharing a message.
Yes.
So, basically, that's Smart Speech
That's
Learning and
it.
Development
That's the
Center.
advocacy of smart speech.
Yeah.
What a beautiful advocacy, sir. Like,
Thank you.
from the smaller, the small, parang yun lang ang naging seed ng lahat. Tapos biglang nag-sprout siya and,
Yeah.
And nag-grow into a bigger advocacy. So from individual, diba? Individual personal development
Yeah.
and learning. So, how did you came up sa idea na na mag-focus din or magbigay ng siguro ng importansya sa learning and development for corporate clients?
Okay, that's a good question. I've mentioned kanina that we started focusing on the individual.
Yes.
One of our beliefs is organizations are composed of individuals. So, although we are starting small, we are targeting, not really targeting kasi sometimes yung word na targeting is may negative connotation siya eh. So, let me rephrase na lang. Most of the time, we are really focusing on individuals kasi nga, part of our beliefs is organizations are composed of individuals, obviously.
Yes.
So what if you focused first on the individuals, you have a chance. Take note, we believe that may chance kami na mas maging mas maayos namin yung mga organizations if we focus on different individuals muna.
Yes.
Kasi I'm not really saying na parang it's a fault or a mistake. I'm not saying that. Pero kadalasan kasi programs or people who are implementing programs, they are already immediately targeting yung groups.
At the
Bigger stage kaagad. So, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I mean, nung una, of course, most likely effective pa rin naman yan. Ngayon, effective pa rin naman. Pero we are trying to not really promote but to advocate for a brand new system or method. Now, what if mag-focus ka muna sa individual? Kasi organizations nga are composed
Yes.
of individuals. And then, try to inspire that individual, and then in turn, baka pwede niyang ma-inspire din yung organizations nila. But they are also calling us or requesting for us different kinds of programs na organizational based.
Yes.
Kumbaga, basically, kino-convert namin yung individualized programs namin to organization-based kinds of programs naman, basically. So, ganon. We tend to focus first on the individual kasi part of our beliefs rather is that organizations are composed of individuals. What if mag-focus ka muna sa individual and then there's a chance, it's not 100%, but there's a chance, in my case, there's a high chance na baka itong individual na to, hopefully, maging leader din and
Yes.
able to inspire that organization.
Very nice, siguro, sir, the idea of that. Kasi, sa organizational structure, sa organizational psychology, yung sa, sa corporate world, okay, very important na bigyan mo ng importansya or i-acknowledge mong individuals. Kaya nga, meron tayong mga learning and development programs para sa kanila to know their strengths,
Okay.
and at the same time, how can we use that strength
Mm-mm.
to improve and to help the organization to achieve the goals, diba? So,
Yeah.
parang micro to macro level
Yes.
yan na
Mm-mm.
perspective. So,
Mm-mm.
ganun po talaga. So, very nice. Napakagandang idea.
Thank you. If you find it that way, thank you so much.
Yes. So, ngayon, sir, how do you identify the learning and development needs of an organization? And what factors do you consider when designing training programs? So, alam naman natin na you are parang ano tawag doon?
Team building activity, corporate trainings,
kayo
and
ng
all.
mga corporate trainings,
Yeah.
mga team building activities. So, what do you consider before siguro formulating a program for a certain organization or
Okay.
corporate, ano po?
Thank you for that question. Another perhaps deep answer siguro. For me, for us, nung asawa ko at least, it starts from a realization that we had like years ago. We're not actually backtracking yung parang record or history ng organization. It's coming from an assumption, and that assumption is, and pasintabi na ho, this is taboo. Let me just give this disclaimer. For sure, a lot of people who are currently working right now or leading organizations right now, I'm just gonna close my eyes, they will disagree with this. But for those who understand this, I know you will agree with me when I say it's a known fact na ngayon, 21st century, it's very challenging to identify an organization that has good leadership.
Yes.
I use the word challenging. I'm not saying na wala ng organization na may magandang leadership. Marami pa rin, I believe. There's so many organizations pa din that has top-notch, world-class leadership. Pero hindi din natin may pagkakaila na maraming organizations ang medyo, hindi ganun kaganda ang leadership. Now, if you're asking me kung anong basis namin dyan, how did we identify that organizations need development?
Yes.
Pasensya na. It's because in my corporate career, government career, for how many years na, how many decades na, just by realizing and parang asking that personal question to me, bakit kaya maraming umaalis dun sa organization? Bakit kaya maraming, the most extreme, nag-aawol, maraming nagdi-discontinue kapag hindi pa sila regular, bakit maraming nagre-resign? And I've been speaking to a lot of people in the past, informally, buti nga hindi ko rin na-record, but that is enough for me to really identify that indeed may need ang mga organizations ngayon for more, and we are actually specifically targeting leadership.
Yes.
To be exact, we are part of our trainings or sinisingit namin doon sa corporate trainings namin rather, are something about purposeful leadership and intentional communication. Basically, yun yung topics namin. We also believe in that context, organizational development. We strongly believe that communication and leadership and communication is interconnected or is highly connected with each other. Ang laki ng ng role rather ng leadership sa organization. Kaya kanina before ko binigay yung sagot, medyo tabu talaga kasi alam ko maraming leaders magdi-disagree sa akin kasi perhaps unfortunately baka hindi nila maamin. Don't get me wrong, organizations are created by systems and cultures. And those two are also very important kasi whatever systems or cultures ang mabuild mo dyan sa organization mo, it can actually define the future of the organization. So, part of our beliefs na we need to really share, not to really influence. Nasasabi ko minsan sa mga simple contents ko, I'm not really into influencing. I don't influence, I don't convince, I'm always trying to inspire by sharing. Naisip namin ng asawa ko noon to integrate team building activity facilitation and corporate training for organizations out there to sort of preach to them that indeed there's more to earning money.
Yes.
There's more to earning profit. There's more to growing your organization, growing your company. May bigger picture pa than excuse me lang. We believe that people are very important sa organization. In fact, for the longest time, been focused in people na talaga noon pa.
Yeah.
I won't, hindi na siguro ako lalayo kasi baka ano ba. You know what I mean? Hindi lang siya requirement, hindi lang siya want. In fact, need na siya ngayon, requirement na siya that organizations at least have their own optimistic ways siguro to grow themselves and mas lalo to grow their people in a positive way.
Yes.
Minsan kasi, ayan na, sige na nga, sabihin ko na.
Hindi pa rin naiwasan.
Yeah, yun na nga, nasabi ko kanina, most organizations are really focused on earning profit, earning revenue. Come to think of it, kung iisipin, automatic yan eh. When you take care of your people, not really your customers, kasi customers come and go, clients come and go. But if you take care of those people who are on the front line,
Yes.
yung unang sumasagupa doon sa waves of customers na pumupunta sa inyo araw-araw, if you take care of those people, make them feel loved, making them a part of your family, and so on and so forth, there's an assurance that those people will never leave you because they believe in the cause. They believe in the cause. And by the way, it's a big challenge. I'm saying this, I'm sharing this. It's a big challenge. Maybe there's somebody out there sabihin, liit-liit nga ng office mo. Can you consider yourself as a leader na? I don't know, you tell me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, di ba? I don't know. But at least I have a certain level of clarity about leadership. The closest to leadership is parenting.
Yeah. It starts.
Yeah, for me. I don't know if you will agree with me. But the closest to leadership is parenting. There was this author, he passed away na already. Si Bob Chapman, CEO siya ng Barry Miller sa US. One of his advocacies is to treat his employees, lahat ng 51,000 na yon, as part of his big family. In fact, dito sa Smart Speech, we're not calling our academic tutors, facilitators sa team building as staff. Ang tawag namin sa kanila are family members with compensation. Medyo mahaba, pero yun yung culture na tinatry naming i-build dito. There's no such thing, for me at least, there's no such thing as a staff kasi lagi ko iniiwasan yung maging bossy. I hate being called boss, something like, kahit affectionate lang, I don't like.
Yeah. You know what, sir? The siguro very beautiful environment ng Smart Speech dito sa family ninyo kasi it starts from you eh. Kung anong tinuturo ninyo sa mga train ninyo or dinidevelop ninyo mga organizations, nakikita mismo sa inyo.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
It's very beautiful. Ang
Thank you so
galing-galing
much.
ninyo.
If you see it that way, thank you so much. But don't get me wrong, those are very nice words. Thank you so much. Pero we also treat this as a crusade.
Yeah.
Crusade. Well, you know what crusades are. Nobody asked us to establish or open an institution such as this. Walang nagsabi niya, walang humiling niyan. We took it to ourselves kasi nga we saw the need, and leadership is very, very difficult.
Yes.
Para bang since sinabi ko kanina that leadership is closely related to parenting, it's like when you say parenting, by the way, not necessarily you're a biological parent.
Yeah.
Pwedeng you can adopt somebody and call yourself as a parent.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's correct. Therefore, everybody can be a parent, but everybody can be a parent, but not everybody wants to be a parent.
Yeah.
Just like everybody can be a leader, but not everybody wants to be a leader kasi nga ang difficult,
hirap,
ang
yeah,
challenging
very
niya.
challenging.
Yeah.
Napakadaming kailangan mong malampasan ng mga obstacles and yung anong tawag doon, yung i-sacrifice
Yes,
mo.
yes.
There's lots of sacrifices,
Yeah.
diba, sa leadership. But anyway, going back, sir, dun sa sinabi mo na mga, parang isa sa mga principles or sa mga values na tinuturo ninyo sa mga train ninyo is do not focus to be rich, diba?
Yeah.
So, I just want to share also, meron din kasi ako nabasa
Okay.
from John D. Rockefeller Sr. If
Mm.
your only goal is to become rich, you will never achieve it.
Yes.
Diba? Hindi lang
Actually.
ikaw, sir, ang merong
Yeah.
parang may ano ko din.
Oo.
But anyway, yun, diba? Napakaganda na binibigay sa kanila or trina-transfer sa kanila yung ganong mindset na kung magtrabaho ka lang alone and your only focus is for your salary,
Yeah.
hindi magiging productive, hindi mo makukuha ang satisfaction for
Yeah,
your
there's
work,
a high
diba?
chance na yun yung mangyayari.
And also, sir, one more beautiful, one thing pa na maganda na ginagawa ninyo is yung sinabi mo nga na parang ini-incorporate din ninyo or trina-transfer din ninyo yung faith,
Yeah.
diba? Yung beliefs ninyo na there is God,
Yeah.
na yun ang parang mission din,
Yeah.
diba? So, aside from that, sir, what are other principles pa na parang yun ang basis ninyo or approach ninyo for delivering the trainings, and ano sa tingin niyo ang ang effect niya, how do these contribute to employee and organizational success?
Okay, another good question. Principles, sige, aside sa mga na-mention ko kanina, I can share another principle that we strongly believe in doon sa context or aspect ng consistent, intentional, purposeful communication. And I want to touch up on that. Another taboo siguro, disclaimer lang ulit. You might agree with me, you may not, it's up to you. Pero we found out na lalong-lalo ngayong panahon, communication has been, the term communication has been in the term of the younger generation now, parang dinodog show na lang. In fact, there are many institutions, academic institutions, na yung course na communication, sabi nila, hindi ko to opinion, but I heard from them na parang hindi na binibigyan ng value. Come to think of it, kung iisipin nating mabuti, by essence, not just by definition, the term communication by essence means doing service together. Communication from the Latin word communicare, dissect mo pa yung communicare, it's cum and munus. Cum is with, munus is duty. So technically, when you do communication, you are doing service to others. It saddens me also na parang, so therefore pala, if somebody doesn't want to communicate with you, then that somebody doesn't want to serve you. And na-mention mo rin kanina, and thank you so much, na we are slowly integrate, not really slowly, noon pa naman, but bit by bit, depende sa clients namin or sa enrollees namin, nag-ano pa rin naman kami, nagtatanong, what's your religion? Do you believe in something? Ganyan-ganyan. Kung sakali, curiously, let me just share. I had one client before na mini-mentor namin, dun under sa Upself. This person claims to be an atheist. So, dilemma sa akin. Kasi I want to start every session with a prayer. So, nagtanong ako sa kanya, kako, how do you understand faith in religion? Sabi ko. Unfortunately, he cannot answer me. So, parang ganito na lang, kako. Can we have a simple incantation lang? Ginamit ko yung word na yun, purposely, incantation. So, okay sir, sige po, sabi ko. I actually used yung serenity prayer. This is how it goes. God, give me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I kid you not, after nung session namin, after the 6th session, siya na yung nagli-lead ng prayer.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I never mentioned something. But papunta ako doon mamaya. One of our methods or techniques na ginagamit has something to do, if you're familiar with NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, let's touch more on that later. Pero not really full NLP, but we are borrowing aspects and concepts of NLP sa ibang programs namin.
Nice.
So, yeah. But nakakatuwa lang kasi you touched on faith. And by the way, we're not really into doing heavy faith stuff pa rin naman. Although, yeah, I'm a faithful person. I belong to religious communities. I'm a Catholic. of course, all of my efforts is from him or to him.
Yeah.
From him and to him. Yeah. So, pero we are also understanding, we are always trying to understand na may mga tao pa rin
Yes.
naman that sort of parang nakikringe sila o natu-turn off sila pagka faith na ang usapan. And we want to still be friends with those people, siguro introduce a little bit and then see what happens. Kasi nga, bahala ka na, Lord. Whatever you do to this person, make me a vessel. Perhaps you make this person believe once again. Parang ganon.
Nice. Wonderful. Diba? Parang holistic approach na siya.
Yeah.
So hindi
Sort
lang
of.
hindi lang puro technical
Yeah.
sa siguro sa organizational structures, organizational needs, but also the integration of faith
Yeah.
and at the same time reminder na ang ginagawa natin ay hindi dapat lang nakabase
Yeah.
sa worldly
Yeah.
worldly vision, diba? So nice. So out of this, sir, how do you evaluate the effectiveness of the siguro mga programs ninyo sa learning and development?
Okay. So that's interesting. I can answer it siguro figuratively and literally. So dun muna ako sa literal siguro. When it comes to measuring yung effectiveness, siguro I want to touch on kung ano ba yung pinopoint natin dun sa word na effectiveness. When can we say that a certain program or study is effective? Most of the time, kung hindi siya institutional, yung word na effective is subjective. Parang it can be effective for you, it may not be effective for me.
Yes.
So parang ganun. But okay, let me touch on the institutional level siguro. Simple lang din. Mahilig kami dito sa simple, mga simpleng bagay. Basically practical psychology stuff. But as simple as siguro, to answer your question, when can we say that a certain program is effective sa organizational level? As simple as those organizations contacting us again the next time.
Okay.
And I will confess, hindi ho lahat ng clients namin na nagko-collaborate kami with them sa organizational development, hindi po lahat yun bumabalik. Hindi lahat. I cannot give you the number obviously, but hindi ho lahat. But of course, may mga bumabalik. Just a week ago, may nag-contact ulit sa amin na humingi na ulit sila ng follow-up. When can we meet again? This July. Actually, nag-set na sila ng schedule for July 31 to August 1. It's an organization dito sa Legazpi. Now, when can we have the follow-up daw? Kasi we had team building activities with them na nung last year pa. And part of the proposal is, kung po pwede, this is not only for one time, not really about the profit, but making them realize as well, parang dun sa individual side, that organizational development as well, mas lalo na, is lifelong. So long as that organization exists, you should continue developing it. Okay, so given that fact, parang ang nangyayari tuloy, kumbaga bonus na nagiging clients namin sila, of course, they will pay us.
Yeah.
But in a bigger picture, it's really a privilege and honor for us kapag ka nag-contact sila ulit asking for a follow-up na kami pa rin yung pinipili. So, to answer your question po siguro, Sir Joram, siguro that's how we measure it. Perhaps, kung ano yung mga na-pick up nila sa amin, nung first na collaboration namin, and they, not just that they have had fun, pero they saw something in there, and then parang ngayon, they need to upgrade na naman, and then here they are contacting us again. Siguro doon namin siya na-measure. Kasi to tell you honestly, excuse me, it's very difficult as well to measure unang-una success.
Yeah.
Then again, success is also subjective most of the time. Your success might not be success for me.
Yeah.
My success might not be success for you.
Yeah.
Parang ganon. So, pero syempre may mga constants yan. And we believe that one of the constants of organizational success is employee retention. I really admire, you know who you are, our beloved clients na may mga employees na for how many decades nandun na sa kanila. I mean, for how many years never nag-resign. Okay, okay, reversibly, I can say that a sign of an organization who's doing good for the society, for the world, is yung hindi masyadong nag-hire. That's my personal opinion. Yung organization na yung mga employees niya, mapapansin mo physical appearance-wise pa lang, alam mong matagal na dun sa organization. Why? I mean, sila lang makakasagot nun. But there's something in that organization na hindi nila maiwan. Most likely, hindi about the salary. And for in the many clients that we had in the past, halos iisa yung sinasabi. When I during my talks, I interview employees, personnel na nag-a-attend dun sa mini seminar namin before the games, before the activities. I always throw a question to them. Why did you choose this company, this organization? And they give me different questions pero isa yung essence. Because they feel safe there. Not happy. They feel safe. Kasi it follows. When you feel safe in something or in an area, in a place, happiness comes in,
Yeah.
peace of mind comes in, everything good comes in and follows. So, ayun. I think perhaps yun yung best na answer ko doon. How can we really measure personal testimonies from them mismo? Again,
Oh.
napaka-challenging. Really. I don't know kung merong metric ng nagawa niyan. There are also organizations doing the same thing as us, and I really want to collaborate with you guys if ever in the near future. I never compete, by the way. I never compete. It doesn't make sense. Competition, organizational competition doesn't make sense. What I make sure is I compete with the last year self ng Smart Speech or ng last year self ko. I never compete. I only competed before sa school, sa sports, yun lang. But outside that, I never compete na, lalong-lalo sa life. It's very difficult.
Yes.
By the way, it's very dangerous. Competition can lead to conflicts. Yung nangyayari ngayon sa ibang bansa, it's because of competition. I mean,
Yeah.
let's not dig
Yeah.
deep into that. But you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So collaborate lang. Just like what we're
Okay.
doing. Saikada. Hi guys. So, yeah, Saikada and Smart
Hello.
Speech. Yeah, this smells like a long-term partnership, right? A long-term collaboration.
Wow. Having goosebumps. Sure, please.
Mm.
Pero anyway, sir, that's siguro indicators ninyo to identify the effectivity,
Yeah.
diba? So, sa individual, may mga testimonies. Pero do you, conduct siguro mga evaluation
Yeah, we do.
form or something?
We do.
Right after the,
Actually, after every collaboration, we give feedback forms.
yes, feedback forms.
Isa pang metric na ginagamit namin is, of course, but hindi naman din kasi lahat nagbibigay ng heartfelt thank you nila.
Mhm.
Let me be honest with that. Hindi ko na alam kung anong reason nila. Wala naman kami negative comment whatsoever. Wala naman kami nakukuha negative comment sa kanila.
Baka pagod na.
Perhaps or sobrang busy siguro na
Oo.
sila nung bumalik sa kanilang mga respective offices. But to tell you honestly, yun na nga, because we're so clear in that notion na it's really difficult. It's not impossible.
Yeah.
It can be done. Pero yung metric na yan is, at least for us, hindi siya ganon ka, siguro, how can I put this up? Para bang if, before, inisip namin na if we implement a certain technical
Evaluation.
parang technical method or metric
Uh-uh.
to measure kung ano man yung gusto naming i-measure noon, merong tendency siguro na hindi kami makitaan ng organization ng aming genuine intent.
Okay.
Kasi parang ang nangyari, I mean, before I also do researches, nag-a-advise din ako nun sa mga research. There's a tendency na baka maging, parang baka maisip ng client na part lang sila ng experiment ninyo. Baka maging part lang sila ng personal gain ninyo, personal agenda. But don't get me wrong, lahat ng organizations have different agendas. And agendas are good. Agenda is good. Okay? Agendas are good. So, kanya lang, yun yung ginagawa namin. As simple as siguro handing out feedback forms, kung siguro what are the things that you've learned. Pero, sige, share ko na nga. Before we end the collaboration, meron kaming activity right before namin i-close yung activities. We are simply calling it processing.
Okay.
And dito kadalasan, nagsisipag-iyakan yung mga clients namin.
Okay.
But not tears of sorrow, but tears of hope.
Nice.
Siguro, whenever they experience that, whatever they've experienced dun sa mga simple corporate training namin, activities namin na ganun, siguro they shed tears of hope that yes, finally, we can do more sa organization. There's proof that we can do more. According to them mismo, it's not my opinion, sila mismo nagsasabi, that they are realizing a lot of things. I cannot really make it into the put it into the specifics kasi of course these are confidential information, but summarizing it up, sila mismo yung nagsasabi that they've realized a lot and then they are so excited to implement this dun sa kanilang office na.
Yes.
I can share a little bit mamaya if you want na one of the some of our recommendations sa kanila for good organizational culture. I mean, positive organizational culture rather.
Okay. Very nice. So, talagang parang preparation talaga sila bago bumalik dun sa workplace nila. It's very good. Very nice talaga preparation. But anyway, sir, so based on the years of experience, diba? Experiences sa smart speech, learning and development na programs niyo for organizational industry, ano ang mga nakikita ninyong mga latest trends or mga challenges sa pag-conduct or pagsasagawa ng mga learning and development programs?
Sa lahat ng...
Siyempre, di ba, 1980,
Hindi. Bata pa kami. I mean, for one, smart speech has been established lang naman in 2023 talaga, like permits and all. But I get your question. In my personal observation, we had one client kasi just recently lang. Siguro in relation to your question na what are the parang emerging challenges?
Yes.
Let me address the word challenge na, by the way, dito sa smart speech, hindi, may mga certain bad words kami dito. So, one of which, yung pinaka-favorite naming bad word, spell ko na lang, it's PROBLEM. So, pinapalitan namin siya ng challenge lang. Dito sa smart speech, ang word na challenge is something fun, something engaging, and something na pag na-experience mo yung challenge, you should be excited about the possible solution that you can use to solve it and the possible outcome kung paano mo man siya isosolve. So, yun yung definition namin ng challenge. Pero if you're asking about ano ba yung mga parang difficulties perhaps in trying to siguro inspire those organizations perhaps, we had one client last year na ang napili nilang concept is Pinoy Big Brother. Yes. I mean, we had it customized, yung Big Brother house. We made it orange pa nga actually. It's a 10 foot ata na parang backdraft lang naman na gano'n. Not really an actual house. But this organization, in relation to that question, sila mismo yung nagsabi na parang yung crowd nila is more into communication, but for whatever reason, they are having a hard time. Alam mo yung cliche? I mean, alam mo yung parang irony na our gadgets, our phones, our tablets are supposed to be invented and innovated for us to be close to people who are far from us.
Yes.
But parang yun yung claim nila na, alam nyo ba sir, sa office namin, parang, I mean, nag-uusap yung dalawa pero parehas nagpo-phone, ganyan-ganyan. So how can we, ganun-ganun. Sounds simple, pero sila mismo na yung nagsabi na this is one of their challenges. So kami naman, naipasa sa amin yun. Yung naging challenge namin doon is how can we come up with a new system for them, a new culture for them, wherein pagbalik nila sa office, it should be a parang standardized cultural practice na whenever somebody is talking to somebody with the phone, parang may konting penalty or something of some sort. Parang ganon. Okay, so they came up with something and it's very interesting. I'm sorry, I cannot really share this. Ang meron na lang ako ngayon sa kanila is trust that they are implementing it. Kasi nga, ang challenge nila is whenever they communicate with each other daw, just imagine two people talking to each other, magkaharap, pares nagpo-phone. Oh, ganun ba yan? Sige, ganun. So, parang it's their challenge. So, we shared that system. I'm hoping and trusting na ini-implement nila yon to really break that parang physical barrier na unconsciously nagagawa nila in the context of communication.
Nice.
But generally, yeah, I think communication din lalo ngayon has been a challenge talaga din for many organizations. Can I share if you don't mind?
Sure.
one of our teachings here, lalong-lalo dun sa Upself, we are really, not really teaching or training teens, kids, even professionals. The eldest enrollee namin dito is 53-year-old for personal development and public speaking. How to really relay a message properly. So, just to share lang, one of the frameworks na ginagamit namin, we are branding it as simple lang, how to talk to almost anyone. So in this framework, we start with greetings. Now when you greet, it tends to relay politeness. Okay? First one, every time that you are trying to have conversation or communicate to other people, make sure na may sort of greeting ka na polite. Of course, na warm. Okay? Number 2 is asking permission. Okay? Yan yung second na framework. Asking permission kasi you are sort of pertaining or relaying respect. Kasi it looks like this, para bang nawawala na yung practice na yun ngayon eh. Like, when we want to talk to somebody who's not with us, we tend to dial their number immediately. But part of our teachings here, we are trying to bring back, I don't know kung pinapractice nyo ba ito noon, or it's in my experience, in part of my training, this kind of communication, whenever you want to talk to somebody, especially in a phone conversation, try to send a text message muna or notification muna. Like for example, Sir Joram, good afternoon Sir Joram, I'm gonna call you in 5 minutes. Try to sort of notify that person muna. Why? It's very important kasi lalong-lalo ngayong panahon ngayon. There's so many people claiming na parang nagugulat sila every time that somebody is trying to call them like unknown number and stuff. Why not siguro notify them muna that you will call them like minutes from now to sort of condition their mind that there is an incoming message from you, a person, na who wants to talk to them. So number 2 is asking permission, showing respect. Number 3, pag malapit nang matapos yung communication, make sure to express gratitude. Mag-thank you ka. I mean, it's biologically ingrained in us na tayong mga tao, we're so addicted to that thank you. Hindi man natin yan isipin, in our subconscious, mahilig tayong makatanggap ng thank you. Kahit walang binayad. Let me prove to you. When you do volunteer work, kaya I don't really believe that, siguro gamitin ko lang yung word na, pagkagalitan ako ng asawa ko nito, yung word na selfless. I strongly believe that there's no such thing as a word selfless. Watch this. When we do volunteer work, we're not receiving anything physically.
Yes.
Pero ang nare-receive natin is the positive reaction of those people whom we help. Kahit hindi mag-thank you yan, makikita mo na mangingiti yan. In your biology, in your psyche, that's more than enough. Yun na yung parang balik. What I'm pointing out is, it's natural to us human beings to really crave for something pa rin in return. Hindi man yan pera, but something pa rin na good. Like, especially the thank you. A simple thank you lang. Na pag may nag-thank you sa'yo, di ba, it feels good kapag may nag-thank you sa'yo. So, make sure that you thank the person for having that conversation. It's also related to this logical reality na July 3 ba ngayon? Tama?
Yeah.
July 3, 2026 can never be repeated sa lifetime natin.
Yeah.
So technically speaking and realistically speaking, time is more valuable than money. So, having that conversation with that somebody is priceless. So make sure that you need to thank them. That's number 3. And yung pang-apat, we make sure to reinforce number 3, you say any sort of parang see you next time. Yun naman, you are showing connection, genuine relationship that you want to talk to that person again.
Yeah.
So, greetings, okay, asking permission, okay, expressing gratitude, and expressing anticipation to see you again or to talk to you again next time. In fact, yun yung shinare namin dun sa mga, namin. What if you practice this, try to embed this in your culture to make a culture of, siguro, positive communication culture. I mean, probably.
It's very beautiful, sir, diba? Like, you are parang trying to, kasi kumbaga, kung word lang na communicate, parang nung mga bata pa or yung mga younger natin, mga younger siguro
Yeah.
years natin, akala natin, so easy. It's so easy to communicate.
Yeah.
It's so easy. Parang ganun lang. Pero, at this moment, we need to be, parang maging smart.
Yeah.
Smart communicator. Kasi, lalong-lalo na sa industrial setup.
Yeah.
diba? So, ang simple lang na instruction na ipapasa mo sa mga team, sa mga members mo is very important.
Yes.
Kaya kailangan talagang very smart, effective and efficient, 'di ba?
Yeah.
That's parang factors na rin na kailangan for communication. So it's very nice na ganun din ang mga tinuturo ninyo na i-address dahil ngayon talaga parang lalong-lalo na yung mga well, this is from a friend na
Yeah.
na meron siya mga co-workers na fresh graduates or yung mga Gen Z employees. So, she always share to me na parang, alam mo yun, napakarami pang kailangang pag-aralan.
Sobra.
Lalong-lalo na sa communication ng mga bata. Lalong-lalo na sa mga communication ng mga employees. And at the same time, how can they adopt to the environment na napapasukan nila na iba-iba ang age bracket, iba-ibang kaya siguro yun din po na very ang isa sa pinaka-challenging talaga na ngayon sa industrial setup ay communication.
Yeah.
Na siguro to flourish din naman the relationship inside, and at the same time maging technical to achieve the goal of the organization.
Yeah.
Diba? It's
For
very
sure.
nice, very beautiful, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ang
Thank you din.
dami mga pinag-usapan natin
Yeah.
ngayon, and it's very amazing. Sir, ngayon, ano po ba ang siguro as closing message natin, ano ba ang pwede mong maging message sa mga psychology students or those students who wants to pursue this kind of field na ng mga programs, mga learning and development programs.
Okay.
What is your message?
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. A disclaimer, this is another message from nobody lang naman. But if you take it to heart, it's up to you. I mean, if you take it to heart, thank you so much. If not, it's okay. I understand. But perhaps my message siguro for aspiring psychology students who want to be in this crusade that we have, na this very challenging, thankless crusade of trying to make better organizations. Know your purpose. Bakit nyo ba talaga gusto nyong gawin? Bakit nyo ba talaga gustong gawin to? Know your why. Wala na sa equation dapat yung pera. You should really strongly believe that if you do this for organizations, for individuals, there's something good to this na hindi nyo man mismo personally ma-experience in your lifetime, but at least this is something that you started, na at least on your deathbed masasabi mo na, yeah, I mean, it's tough, but I did my best, and it's up to the next generation na kung magpipiggyback ba sila dito, iko-continue ba nila, but at least in my lifetime I did my best. To tell you honestly, everything that we're doing right now at Smart Speech, everything na ginagawa ko, personal advocacies ko din, I already accepted that I may not experience this in my lifetime. In fact, one of my dreams, kung sa organizations lang naman, I've been dreaming for so long already that there will come a day na wala nang organizations ang wiwelgahan. Wala nang mga organizations ang kakasuhan kasi these organizations, all of them already have genuine leaders, purposeful leaders, leaders who are very much willing to sacrifice, very much willing to be promoted not only because of the money, but because they understand that they are parents to these people na under their care. Na leaders who understand that there's more to this. I mean, Jesus Christ is the best leader, di ba? I mean, alam mo yan, if we want to talk about religion and faith. And what he did was, you know what he did? Alam mo kung anong ginawa niyan. So, I mean, grabe, di ba? So, that framework alone. So, continuing my message for you, guys, every field of study naman has the potential to make a better future.
Yeah.
It depends on how you use it lang. Depende lang kung paano mo yan gagamitin, kung paano mo gagamitin yung mga learnings mo, kung paano mo gagamitin yung lahat ng napulot mo sa tagal mo sa mundo. It only depends on how you will use it. And siguro humbly sharing this message to you, have that purpose, fuel that purpose with passion, learn how to be professional, have a deep sense of professionalism, and ultimately try to make efforts for the people. If we're talking about religion and faith, of course, do your efforts for Him. Pero automatic, yun ang kagandahan nun eh. If you include, of course, God in the equation, everything that you do for Him directly reflects to the people. And people are His creations. So, purpose, passion, professionalism, and people. In fact, yun yung core values namin dito sa Smart Speech. Yun yung 4 na piece namin. Purpose, passion, professionalism, and people. And all of them are interconnected. Again, it's challenging. Napakahirap. Ako nga mismo, in-accept ko na that probably in my lifetime, I cannot really have or experience that dream of mine pagdating dun sa mga organizations na yon. But I will die trying.
Yeah. Thank you.
I will die trying.
Wow. Wow, beautiful. Another beautiful sharing. Dahil siguro, nandun sa core values ninyo ang people diba? So, sa organization naman talaga, sa industrial setup, people is, they are very important. They are fundamentals ng Kaya, maganda na ang Smart Speech talaga ay may advocacy, may vision, and may goal talaga to help the industrial setup sa pag-grow, pag-develop, and pag-learn talaga ng kanilang yun.
Can I have one more?
Sure.
Sorry. Unsolicited advice. Nasanay tayo sa goal setting or having a goal mindset. Unsolicited advice. I don't know if this is bago for you, but here at Smart Speech, personally, I am sharing, why not have a growth mindset? I am not really comparing goals and growth, pero kung iisipin mong mabuti, if you're focused on growth, every goal na gusto mong ma-achieve at hindi mo iniisip ma-achieve, automatically ma-achieve mo yan. If you're focused on growth. And when I say growth, personal development, organizational development, okay? Constant yan. It's like change.
Yeah, unending.
Unending yan. Okay? It's a lifelong challenge. Why not focus on growth? Kasi, trust me, in my personal life, I've been focused on growth ever since. I'm not saying that I am financially rich, whatever, like that. It's up to you to judge. Pero what I'm saying is, since I've been focused on growth for the longest time na, marami akong na-achieve. Personal wins para sa akin. It may not be a win for you. It may be a win for me. Highly debatable. Pero marami akong na-achieve sa buhay na kahit hindi ko plinano kasi nakafocus lang ako dun sa growth. Okay? And ang mahirap din dyan, on the side, the old school equation for goal setting, kung paano mo man i-achieve yan, basta ma-achieve mo yung goal na yan, you're very good. Tendencies organizations, if somebody set a goal, I mean, andyan na yung, di ba? I mean, horrible things can happen na wala namang sinabi kung ganito ko lang dapat to i-achieve. Makatapak ka na. Maybe you step on toes there. I mean, sabotage, ganyan, other employees, personal experiences, kasi they're so focused on that goal.
Yeah.
Pero what if you're focused on growth? And by the way, scientifically and figuratively, pagka sinabing growth, it's automatically something positive lang. You cannot grow negatively. Kung isipin mo mabuti, there's no such thing as a negative growth. Growth in itself, in its essence, is always positive. Something being added to your persona, if we're talking about plants, of course, mas lumalaki, mas lumalago yung plants. There's a positive aspect. So, I mean, unsolicited advice. Why not focusing on your growth this time? Hindi lang basta goal. It's okay. mag-ano ka pa rin. Mag-plan ka pa rin, mag-try ka pa rin mag-achieve for your goals. Pero if you'll take this advice, what if you try to focus on your growth as well? And hindi lang ho kami ang nag-o-offer ng mga ganitong programs. I'm not sure kung meron na dito sa Albay mga organizations na kagaya namin. Kung wala pa, you're very much welcome to talk to us. Let's talk about growth.
Wow, I love it. Let's talk about growth. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much
Thank you so much,
for
Joram.
welcoming us.
Nako.
And I hope na meron pang sunod.
Yeah, we can actually do this every day if you like.
Anyway, I just want to share, I have a friend, si Sir John Vincent Alquero, ang professor din sa UST.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Sinabi niya, I asked him kasi he is very passionate to pursue industrial and organizational psychology.
That's a
So
new
sabi
field,
ko-
I think. Relatively bagong field lang siya, halos.
So sabi ko bakit parang sobrang lapit ng puso mo or for your advocacy, personal advocacy, yung industrial and organizational psychology. He said that, young adults, the employees, the workers are rendering their 8 hours, 'di ba? Every day or yung weekdays. So imagine how many hours do they parang spend na aalisin mo sa buhay mo yun. So, why not make it na talagang productive and then smartly magamit siya na, ayun nga, kaya very important ang industrial and organizational psychology na pag-aralan ng mabuti ang mga empleyado and ang mga organization on how to, siguro, how they can maximize
Yeah.
the people and at the same time to make them more productive and at the same time din habang ina-achieve yung goal ng organisasyon or ng business na magkaroon din ng sapat na pangangalaga ng mental
Yes.
health.
Yes.
So very important siya.
Very important.
Kaya ayun. So maraming salamat po
No, thank
again
you so
once
much
sa
for
pag-share
having
ng
me,
inyong knowledge
mga
and
Saikada.
experience ng mga programs ng
Yeah.
Smart Speech
Thank you so much.
Learning and Development Center. So, ayan mga Saikadas. So, naway maging alagad. Maging alagad. Napakalalim naman. Hopefully, we can work together. So, habang estudyante pa lang tayo, na pagkatapos, di ba, pagka-graduate natin, or pag nandun na tayo sa industrial setup, we can able to share our knowledge, we can able to share the passion sa pagangalaga ng mga organisasyon in terms of the people and the goal of the business or the organization. Kaya maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat din. Thank
See you
so
next
much.
time.
Yeah, for sure. This is not the last time. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Joel.